Hey there guys, it's Salis, and welcome back to Dishonored. Last week, I'll admit, I got a little sidetracked because I kept trying to steal this guy's beer. So, let's get on with the mission, shall we? We've got to go and see Piero. Although, last week did actually raise one important question. If this place is supposed to be a derelict pub, why is it still getting beer deliveries? Don't you think someone would look into that? Oh, well, here's Piero. Let's see what he's got.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running.
Oh dear.
Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
Oh yeah, because the mess is the only thing we're worried about here. Anything to steal, anything to steal. Oh. Star chart, southern skies. Let's have a look-see. Yoink! Yeah, I'm just gonna be a dick. I think that's gonna have to be this week's theme. Ooh, a second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers, by Piero Joplin. Oh, he's an author. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Pieros Remedy, a name I did not choose. If you know the truth, the public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. The plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it with the blood of those so affected, and is nearly perfect, elegant in fact. And while it is true Piero's Remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. Oh god, it's spiritual healing. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients makes up Piero's Remedy, and shows that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless, blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Why do I get a feeling that he doesn't like Sokolov's elixir very much? Oh, Piero's request is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal... Oh, it's crystals. It's getting more hippie-tastic by the minute. Tivian ore. What's wrong with the metals in crystal? Narrow king sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you need was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Okay, so before he was an admiral, he was a bartender. Probably explains why he's still getting beer deliveries. No one knows he's an admiral. What's in the trunk? Nothing, really. It was just an empty trunk. Fine. Leave that on its own. Whale vivisection. Okay, we're going to read these in order that I find them. So, dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual of a new City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades, in most matters of edict or curfew enforcement. These officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, and never finishing, because it's set in what's supposed to be Britain, so it's going to rain all the time. Interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Yeah, intensive training, 2 weeks. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero Joplin. Oh god, he's at it again! Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs, of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced sorry, in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds often lead to a fruitful line of consideration. How does it say our intellectual subordinates? Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of his genius as he has cast over the aristocracy. It's a lot of big words. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may now laugh at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. This guy is seriously pissed. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the note of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 feet in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. Oh god, that's professional. By candlelight, I took her apart. Oh, how romantic. Sketching and taking notes against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth, and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Oh, well, at least we know they're studying it. Yep, I'm having that, thank you. Whale oil processing. There's a lot of reading going on this week. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it is caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck and then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Well, don't I just live in a really classy world. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regards to supplies of whale oil. The good Admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will ensure me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank itself is held near the oil refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it into the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks, as they are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Ah, that's the whale oil tank. That's what I came up here for. Ooh, what are you? Ah, I get it. Empty tank required, okay. That's one empty tank. This is an empty tank. Why aren't you working? Okay. Aha! There we are. Released. Right, now I've got to be very, very careful with this, because if it explodes, there's going to be a mess, apparently.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Okay, plugging it in.
Just get it near... Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to you. If you just hold still...
Looks like the Phantom's ring.
Precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need.
Okay.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Oh, yes. Let's have a look. I'm definitely going to need some sleepy bolts. Standard pistol ammo. A trap that can be placed on nearly any surface. Allows you to rewire circuitry and turn security systems to your advantage, consumed on use. You know what? There we go. Get some sleepy darts. And one of those. Disable security devices or make them work in your favour by using a rewire tool on the circuitry panel for a security device you want to hack. This consumes the rewire tool. Rewired walls of light, arc pylons and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you, while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Okay, that works. Now, I don't really want to blow the last 100 on another rewire tool. I think I'm only going to need one the first time, so let's just leave.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Alright. So, I'm going to have sleep, and then I'm going to have hell for about a week. Okay, I can kind of deal with that. Yeah, you're right. I'll head to my room.
Sleep well.
I won't. Oh, apparently I'm somewhere else now. Hello? I don't know where I am. Someone just put a pillowcase over my head and I don't know where I am. This world is scary. And quite frankly, it could do with a good clean. But at least I get a desk. Where am I exactly? Oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, I'm definitely somewhere else. How did I leave the pub and end up here? I don't know whether it's just bad planning or something genuinely went wrong at the pub. Strange gravity?
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not?
Yes.
The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come.
Yes, I know that.
For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void.
The void?
I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and
Ow,
beyond.
ow, ow! Ow, it
Great
burns!
forces that we call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will.
Oh, will they?
Use this newfound power. My gift to you. Come find me.
Okay! Oh, I get blink. Press right mouse button to activate a fast and stealthy forward dash through the world. It can also be used to move upward, but the distance is reduced. Aiming at ledges will allow you to blink forward and climb up. Hold the button to target your destination with precision. A blue sphere indicates that you should reach your destination. A blue arrow indicates that you will climb up when you reach your destination. Okay, that's how blink works. Oh, I'm back here? Seriously? I'm back here at the site where everything went kind of wrong and bad. Ugh. Okay, who's over there? No! That said I'd make it. Well, at least it bounces me back up here like Prince of Persia style. What is he saying every time he blinks? Oh my god. This just looks... This is freaking me out. Anything here? Ooh, Pieros Spiritual Remedy. Hang on, there was another one of those chests back there, weren't there? Can I reach it? No. F to cancel blink. Does that mean I can blink one direction only? Yeah, it does. It sucks. I can blink all the way across here, but I can't blink backward. Okay. Oh, here's the grand arsehole. Apparently he's playing the biggest game of Risk ever. Haha! What are you cowering from? Haha! This place is seriously trippy. I am honestly freaking out. I think there was some bad acid in that whale oil. Haha! What's over here? Oh, I found the guy. Hello again, outsider.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands.
You are sick, mate.
With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Oh my god, it's a mechanical heart. Ugh. Equipping the heart in your left hand allows you to locate bone charms or runes even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you're facing a bone charm or a rune, and it beats faster as you get closer. The heart will whisper secrets if you press right while targeting a person or location. Oh, so it's essentially Ayumi's compass from Blades of Time. Yep, I'm taking the spiritual remedy. I'm guessing that's like a mana potion then.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Yeah, that's not freaking me out at all. Ugh. I've got a talking heart. I think I prefer the crazy seizure-inducing compass. Okay, we're going down here.
All of time's meaning is here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Yes, thank you, freaky talking heart.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
Really? I don't think that'd be that tasty.
The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by teeth.
Okay, this is getting rather preachy.
This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And in this place is their doom.
Okay, so
I can feel a great age ending.
who gives a heart a voice? Okay, I have this rune. Don't fondle it. Okay, once you've collected some runes, open the journal, go to the powers section to exchange them for powers. Okay. Oh, let's see. I can only upgrade Blink. That's bad. I want bend time. I want to bend some time. But, possession might be handy. What? Someone's a swarm of rats. Okay, that isn't going to cause any problems. Okay, so I can acquire bend time or upgrade blink. I think I'm going to acquire bend time because, you know me, I'm obsessed with bending time. What? Cost 2 runes, you have 1. What? How dare you, sir? It costs 3 runes to upgrade blink. So the only one I can get is dark vision. Really? Can't get any of the other ones? Oh, I could actually. I'll get vitality. Health is increased. Health regeneration is improved. Whereas this does see in the dark and see living beings through walls, including their field of vision. Actually, that's going to be more handy for stealth. Do you want to buy dark vision? I kind of have to. It's part of the tutorial. Press right to see in the dark and reveal living beings through solid walls. You can also see their fields of view, as well as visual representations of the sounds you make. Level 2 shows you important items through walls, like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. Okay.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you.
There are others.
Now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
This guy's day just gets worse and worse. Hidden in an old bar in the river, your new allies plan to share with you. Meet with the loyalists at inner circle, learn what they've got in mind. Okay. Ah! Still there. Okay, I got new clues. Piero is an inventor, is able to craft and upgrade equipment. Piero spends most of his time in his workshop. Okay, that's it. Nothing about that weird guy who... Oh, there's a rune or a bone charm nearby. Equip the heart. Whoa, that thing's going crazy.
Somewhere in the basements below, hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
So in other words, it's dogfights. Okay, you can stop going nuts. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charm section of the journal. Okay. Oh, there's a journal of Granny Rags. Excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where neighbours are setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man who used to be my husband, but I kicked him out. The first two are hitting him with a stick, and the girl is then kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, I love to have those bones to boil them in a pot. But the police might look a little bit down on that. No one lives in my house anymore. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine. Fine people. Vera Murray, everyone would say, your house is grand as Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said. And he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand. All my friends. I was the only one, dearie. Wet with his paint. I don't want to know what you were wet with there. Glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home. No, we travelled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles. Beyond even all the way to the red cliffs of Pandacea to dig... Pandacea? Seriously? To dig in the rock and crawl through the caves. Holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones carved so deep and polished, so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. Little mute boy took them home. Are you sure he was actually mute, or was he just stunned silence by the fact you're giving him bones? He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me. Oh God, this guy's sick. Holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still... Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower. The royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Okay! Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Yeah, 'cause you're making soup out of these bones you find. Better bones was all, for my little mute boy, carved in the name of one with the black eyes. After my husband was gone, giving away his birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie. Especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him. You and me in the dreary night with the stars above and below. And always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Yeah! So, complete nutcake. Ooh, mystical whale artifact. And a pouch with some money. That works. So, what do I do with bone charms then? J. Here we go. White rats won't attack you. Yeah, I'm going to have to activate that one because rats are a problem. White rats can be consumed for mana. Probably going to need that too. Powers effects slightly improved. Yes, please. There we go. It's got my bone charms on. And there's a rune round here as well, somewhere.
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time.
Okay. Oh, I don't think I want to go outside just yet. Yep. Thank you. Medicinal herbs, always good. Best kind of herbs. Yep, coins. Anything else to steal in my bedroom? Wait a minute, I'm stealing from myself. That doesn't feel right. And what am I doing keeping bone charms and an old woman's journal around? Corvo has issues. So yeah, sorry this episode's been rather text heavy. But I have tried my best to make sure you get all the lore and story you can. And quite frankly, this is hilarious.
Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine.
Attention Dunwall citizens, do not attempt to house or care for a friend.
So yeah, remember to like and favourite this video, and if you have anything to comment on, please do so. So, until next week, I've been Salis. This heart has been freaking amazing. And I'll see you next time.